Hi, my name is Gabrielle Barnard and I'm a pre-sale solution architect at A&S. In this session, we'll be going through Dynamics 365 Contact Center. What is Contact Center? Contact Center is an application that works seamlessly with Dynamics 365 customer service, but also can work standalone with integration to your own customer service applications like ServiceNow. Contact Center is an application which allows you to engage with your customers or visitors to your website in real time, so engaging in conversations. You can set up channels like WhatsApp, SMSs, voice, chatbot, and some other ones as well, and to engage with your customers in real time to help solve issues and queries quicker. Before we start the session, let's talk about the agentic CRM diagram. Right at the top, you'll see the Dynamics 365 apps: sales, customer service, contact center, field service, and customer service. This session is about contact center, which links and sits on top of customer service, which is all about managing your issues, your cases from your customers. We'll also be talking about Copilot agents as well, and that's going to be our starting point when we go into the demo. But all in all, what you can recognize is the different Microsoft apps that seamlessly link together within the Microsoft ecosystem, from your Power Platform to Fabric to Azure Foundation. So we're going to be looking at two channels in this session. The first being the Copilot chatbot. So we're going to be engaging with our customer on a chatbot on the Power Page. And the second channel we're going to be looking at is the voice channel. And then we're going to feed through all these different components, the transfer to agent from the chatbot, the engaging in conversation. We're going to look at some AI components and knowledge articles that can help us resolve these conversations and these issues. And then I'm going to show you the close conversation, how we would close that, and then end with the reporting and analytics component of contact center. So we're going to be looking at two different personas in this session. We're going to have Brian, our customer. Brian has an issue with emails not appearing on his Outlook app and needs help. Brian will start his engagement with Copilot agent. So Brian's going to access the Power Pages and use Copilot agent. Then when that Copilot agent transfers to a live agent, that's when Gabby comes in. Gabby is a customer service representative and is responsible for picking up issues transferred from the Copilot agent. Gabby will respond and attempt to resolve issues in real time. She will use Dynamics 365 Contact Center to manage incoming conversations. So as Brian, I've accessed a Power Pages website which has a Copilot embedded on it. So you can see that on the bottom right of the screen. So let's open it. So I'm going to engage as Brian with the Copilot agent. Just say, hi, I'm having an issue. So automatically the agent has responded by greeting themselves, hi, how can I help? And is asking for additional information. So before I go any further, you can hook up your Copilot agent with different knowledge articles. So you can actually hook it up to your knowledge in Dynamics. You can hook it up to your website where you got knowledge, even your SharePoint site as well. So Brian's issue is that his mobile Outlook app is not showing the most up-to-date emails. Okay, so let's share that with the Copilot agent. Okay, so what it's done, it's come back and it's got, here's some steps. It's saying it's not showing, ensure that you connect to the internet, check if new emails are accessible on the web browser, make sure that your app is using the latest version, and free some storage space. So it's come up with a great response, and this is because I have a knowledge article within my Dynamics 365 system, and it's pulled all the information from that and presented it in back to Brian in the Copilot agent. So even though this has provided great information, I want to show you what it looks like when this has to be escalated. So as Brian, I'm going to just prompt them to transfer me by saying, can I talk to a human to discuss, please? So it says agent will be with you in a moment. So at this point, something in the background's clicking off. The Copilot agent now is transferring the whole conversation into Dynamics 365 contact center for Gabby, the customer service representative, to pick up and review. So let's switch over to that persona to see what it looks like from a representative point of view. So as you can see here, we're in as Gabby on the Dynamics 365 contact center. You can see the incoming chat request coming in. That is from Brian engaging with the Copilot agent. So let's accept that and see how that looks. So automatically on the left hand side, you can see the whole conversation between Copilot and Brian, and I can have a read through it all. But I do have an AI summarization of the conversation here, which I can read through. Okay. Then on the main section, which is the new conversation, here you can link up this particular conversation with your customer, and you can link it up to an existing case as well. Further down, you can see I've got pre-chat survey if they had that, and I can see the waiting time, the queue, start time, also the device that is being used. Okay. Then on the far right, I have some integration. I'm integrated with Teams. I've got my Copilot, and I've got knowledge search as well, so I can actively search my knowledge base as well to find a response to Brian's issue. So now on the far left side, let's go through the different components that we have. So as I mentioned, you've got summarize this conversation. It uses AI to read through the whole conversation between Brian and the bot. Okay. Then we've got the quick responses, so you can set up some quick replies, which has some tags that will bring in information from Dynamics to send back to the customer very quickly. So I can introduce myself and put hi, I am, and it's got the tag. I'll pull my first name in and send that. There we go, and I can send that directly through the chat. We've got transfer this chat. I can transfer this chat to another colleague of mine who's more suited to deal with issues like these. And I can also start a consultation. So if I wanted to transfer this chat to another employee, maybe I want to consult with them first. So I'll have a chat with them aside from this chat to let them know what the issue is before I actually transfer it to them. And you've got your standard attached files and more options. I can again link this conversation, take notes, and I can send rich messages. So I'm going to associate this conversation with Brian's record here. So here I can select the customer, and it's going to bring up a small form pulling information directly from his contact record. Okay, so we've got a conversation that is now hooked up and linked to Brian's record. So here I've already introduced myself as Gabrielle, and I'm going to review the conversation, and I'll be right back. Okay, so as I shown you earlier, there is a knowledge article available, so I can show you what that looks like. So if I just go, it's going to show you straight away. It's going to pick up all the articles that have the word Outlook here, and I can see that the Outlook is putting through and showing me an article. So these are the resolution steps here that you can follow. I can copy that and send that over the chat directly to Brian as well, so that will help solve it. But I just want to show you how they're back and forth engaging with Brian goes. So let me just close that. So I'm going to go through some questions with Brian as the customer service rep. So I'm going to ask them, are you connected to the internet? And they will respond. And are you using the most latest app? And they will respond. Then I'm going to ask them about the storage space. Have they cleared the storage space? And this is where the customer can say, I'm actually doing that as we speak. And that's going to be the resolution to this particular issue. So my phone now says Outlook is syncing. And they're going to be very happy with that. So now they're going to say, my emails are now sent to my phone, thank you for your help. It was the storage space. Okay, so that is going to be that's resolved here. So what I can do is, if I have my quick replies, I could say thank you for coming to us. Do you have anything else you'd like to discuss? And then just say goodbye and close the conversation. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to end the chat, okay, because that's closed. You can see how long the chat has been engaged for. You can see now it's slightly positive because it's actually picking up the language that's been used back and forth from Brian. Okay, so I'm going to end that. Perfect. And what you can see, it's done a summarization again of the whole conversation. Okay, I do also have the case management app, so case management agent running in the background, and if I hook this conversation in with a person and end the conversation, it automatically creates a case and pulls over all the relevant information. So it's already populated with the case title, right? It's already populated with the customer name. It's gone through and also put in a description of the issue, right? And it's already linked the live chat conversation with the actual case here. So if I'm looking back at the case, I can go back into the activities and read through this conversation as well. Okay, it's also put in a note, which is the summarization here as a note underneath as part of this case as well. So what I can do, this case is resolved. I can hit the resolve case. There we go. Click confirm. And I can put a resolution here. So I recommended them to clear some space. Now just to summarize the chat channel, what we've done, we've gone to, as Brian, we've gone into the Power Pages, engaged with a Copilot agent. Then that Copilot agent transferred the conversation to Gabby, who's a customer service representative. Gabby engaged with Brian over a conversation. Then a case was automatically created and then resolved. So that concludes the chat channel. Now I'm going to move over to the voice channel and show you that within Contact Center. So now we're going to switch over onto the voice channel demonstration and show you how the voice channel looks like in D365 Contact Center. So from a customer's point of view, this is what they hear when they dial our support number. And the number is hooked up to a Copilot agent IVR. So that's where you have the options, so it gets routed to the correct team.
Hello and thank you for calling ANS. Please note that some responses are generated by AI and may require verification for accuracy. Please tell us if your issues is related to cloud, D365, COE or security. We will get an ANS representative on the line. You can press 1 or say cloud, press 2 or say D365, press 3 or...
Hi, you're speaking with Gabby. How can I take your full name, please?
It's Brian Cole.
Hi, Brian. How can I help you today?
Hi, I'm having an issue with my mobile Outlook app. It won't show up to date emails on my Android phone.
Okay, give me a second. So similar to the chat channel, you can see I've got similar options at the top left hand side. I can mute, I can put the call on hold. I can also transfer the call to another representative and consult. Okay, so you can see I've answered the call. I can see the transcript of the call on the left hand side. I'm going to enter the name, Brian's name, into the customer detail to see if his customer name pops up, and you can see that it does, and then it presents you some information, a quick information on regarding that particular contact. Also notice at the top left hand side you've got sentiment, so it's actively picking up the sentiment from the conversation. Keep your eye on that and watch how it changes throughout the conversation. Okay, let's run through some questions with you. Have you checked you're connected to the internet on your Android phone?
Yes, I'm connected to the internet.
Have you logged into Outlook online to see if you received any new emails?
Yes, I have. I've got new emails on Outlook Online.
Okay, are you using the very latest Outlook app? Have you checked for updates?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Have you checked your Android phone has sufficient amount of storage space?
My phone has been telling me I need to clear some storage space.
Okay, can you clear some storage space on your Android phone?
Yes, I'm doing it now. My phone says Outlook is syncing.
Great.
My emails have now synced through to the phone, so thank you for your help. I think it was the storage space that was the issue.
Oh, brilliant. You're welcome. Do you have anything else you'd like to discuss?
No, thank you.
Goodbye. Thank you. Bye-bye. So now that I've ended the call, you can see a case has automatically been created. You can see the customer's been linked. A description of Brian Cole reports Outlook on Android not showing emails, issue resolved after clearing phone storage. It's automatically pulled that information in. You can see it's pulled in the transcript from the voice call, and also this summary here that you see on the left hand side, it's also put that in the case as a note. So on the left hand side, right at the top, you can see it's positive based on the language that was used, how long we were on the call, how long the call has been ended. Okay, and that can just resolve the case and end that conversation. We also have the knowledge management agent running as well, which actively looks at the conversation and can automatically create a knowledge article. So you can see the title is Outlook mobile app on Android not displaying emails. The issue was that there's no emails being displayed. The cause is insufficient storage space on Android device. Resolution: check the storage space. If the device indicates low storage, clear some storage space by deleting unnecessary files or apps. After freeing up storage, open Outlook app and verify the emails are syncing and displaying correctly. Do you want to revise this? So I want to also say that add the questions which I asked Brian to the resolution. I'm going to revise that and see how it pulls in There we go. So now we've got some diagnostic questions about checking our internet, check if there's new emails, check if you've got the latest version, and also the final one was the storage space, and then the storage space additional checks there that needs to be made. And I can create the proposal, and that's going to create a new knowledge article in my system and can be used by other customer service reps on other issues and conversations. So let's look at some of the analytics that you get out of the 365 contact center. So these are out of the box reports. So I can look at the agents over the last 30 days. I can see how many engaged sessions broken down by days, and I can increase these at the top as well, and also filter it down based on a particular agent that I'm working with. It could be a person agent, or it could be a co-pilot, or it could be a co-pilot bot as well. I can see how many incoming sessions, how many sessions have been picked up by particular customer service representatives as well, and see the breakdown of transfer accounts and session rejected rates, average session time as well. So I can see all this information within this report here. I can break this down by looking not just at the agent but also conversations as well, and again see more information, how many incoming conversation, which queues those are falling in, the abandon rate, the number of engaged conversations as well, and which channel are those across. So I've only enabled the live chat, which is the Copilot agent, and voice chat. But if you have more channels, you can see those comparisons in here again, alongside all of these transfer rates and statistics against that information. Let's go into the bot as well. So that's one of our channels, the Copilot agent, and it's going to show you all the engagement from that bot as well. It's looking at all my bots that I have, and we'll break them down here. So you can see a breakdown between the Omnichannel Power Virtual Agent bot, and again you can make comparisons here. I have an IVR bot that I've set up with. I've got my knowledge transfer bot as well. So again, it pulls all these statistics and present those onto this report. So just to summarize the session today, I showed you two channels, one being voice and one being the Copilot agent chatbot. First, I showed you a Copilot agent embedded on the Power Pages, where a customer engaged with that chatbot, which then transferred to a live customer service representative. And I showed you how that representative engaged with contact center and was able to reply back and forth with Brian, the customer. I also showed the voice channel too, where the customer called up the service desk, which then was transferred to another service representative, where we could engage back and forth with voice within contact center. And then we summarized the whole session, showing you the reporting and analytics that you can get from the system out of the box. So just to close off, I want to say thank you for joining us on this session on our overview of Dynamics 365 Contact Center.